Good evening again, folks. We want to welcome you to, I would say, a surprise edition. This is an emergency program that we're having today. Um, it is in support of our sister Gedo Gabo Sharif, who needs some urgent medical assistance. At this point, we will go to our sister Alice May. Alice May will open us in a brief devotion, and then our brother Elijah Zina will cover us with details on this entire happening, and we will go through with our fundraising event for our sister. Sis Alice, are you there? Okay, brother Elijah, we found ourselves here today. Okay, Sis Alice is here. Sis Alice, you can just do a brief exhortation for us, please.
Well, praise the Lord.
Amen.
The Bible makes us to understand in Matthew chapter 2, verse 3 to 11, that there was a man that was sick, right? And his friends took him to Jesus, but there were so many proceedings they had to go through just to make sure their friend got to Jesus. They ended up removing a roof over a house just to lend their friend to Jesus. I strongly believe it is in this light that we have come to present our friend and sister, Game Ghetto Bago to the public in that in any and whatever way they can be of help so we can together save a life. But let's just pray. We say, Father God, we thank you today for enabling us, oh God, together. I say, God, this is a fulfillment of Ecclesiastes chapter 3, that there is a time and a season. The time that you made our path across when we were much younger, oh God, is for this purpose today, so we can be able to stand for each other, oh God. You said in your word, do not withhold good from those that it is in your power to do. We have come to reach out to fellow believers and to the public at large, to reach out, oh God, to a sister. We thank you, Lord, that this will be fruitful. We come not just for the physical needs, oh God, but we ask that you also address the spiritual, oh God, because life, oh God, works in two ways, physical and spiritual, oh God. As we will be coming to address what the doctors say, we will be also coming to tell the powers and the principalities in high places that we stand against their forces and every form, oh God, that they have orchestrated against our sister. Lord, let your name be praised. We thank you for the fruitfulness of this gathering, because not just finances will be made available.
Amen. We know that, at this point where we are on live, some people are calling, and we are trying every efforts to make the link available to everyone. So if you can go to My Lutheran Connections on Facebook, YouTube, and on Twitter, you will follow the live broadcast, but we will also try much as possible to have the link be shared. But Elijah, yesterday you came up with um, this post. You are one of the very first person I saw the post from. So can you speak a little bit about what is unfolding currently with our dear sister?
Um, Thank you very much, Woody. And thank you to our sister May for jumping on board as well when you got the news. So Gabriel Gabo is one of the members of the St. Peter's Lutheran Church. She was very active with the St. Peter Lutheran Church when she was in Liberia. Member of the combined choir, participated in the acolyte. So we've come a long way. So affectionately, I call her my Oma. So she calls me her son, stuff like that. So yesterday when she had shared a post a day before yesterday, but then I could not see exactly what she was sharing, but I saw the lend a hand out. So I decided to reach out to her and like what's going on. And then she was able to narrate her story to me, what she's been going through. So just to give people an overview of the insight of what we are here today, since Gedwo, she has been struggling with a liver failure, and she's been going to the hospital and trying that she could manage it by herself and afford the bills. But now she found herself in a situation where she cannot afford the bills because she's not working and she does not have insurance. and this reason she cannot get the kind of a medical treatment that she needs because the hospital requires you to have some form of insurance. So as of today, she has been going to the hospital every day because they have to pull the some fluid out of her body every day because the liver is drastically like declining every day, and the doctor have said to her that she got about 90 days to live if she does not have the liver transplant. So there's a hospital in Minnesota, the Mayo Clinic. They have agreed to look into her situation. Her doctor transfer all of her medical information to to the Mayo Hospital in Minnesota. She made series of trips down here to Minnesota from North Dakota. So, but the only hold up here right now is the health insurance. So the organization called Lend a Hand is helping her to raise some funds, and they've promised to have a matching fund. So whatever she raises, they will match that amount up to $5,000. So as we are here tonight, we want to help our sister Gidwood to kind of raise that money, so at least we can buy the private health insurance for her, because that private health insurance will get her through the door to the hospital, and that private health insurance is about $10,000, 10,000 USD to just get that insurance, and then to get her going to the hospital, and then the hospital, and the whole liver transplant thing is so complicated because you don't have a donor. A person got to pass like 15 minutes before they can get that liver from that person and give it to you. So in order for that to happen, you have to also be on the queue. You got to be in line waiting and approved by the hospital to be one of those persons who's willing to have a transplant. So if you're not in the queue, you don't have an insurance, you don't have anything, you are outside. So our sister's situation is so pathetic right now. It's so complicated. So we are doing everything in our weak ways to call on all Lutherans to join us in this effort to see how best we can raise some money for her today, to see how best we can get that private insurance for her, and then she'll be able to go to the hospital, and then the hospital can then take it from there.
So you spoke about this um this organization that is helping to raise funds, for our sister. Okay. Since Alex, you went off, yeah, you can come in, you can come and make a comment. Go ahead, make a contribution. You were doing your devotion, you were doing the exhortation until you went off. But go ahead, you can make your contribution, please. I think you just got muted. You can unmute yourself, please. Yeah, you are muted. Go ahead and unmute yourself.
Is it okay now?
Yes, go ahead, please.
Yeah, I don't know where Elijah stopped. I saw his list movie, but I didn't get the word, so I'm not going to jump back to where you already done with. It was just yesterday when I got a message inbox from my brother telling me, "Oh, we need to pray for our sister Ghetto," and the rest of the story. He sent the whole picture to me. I'm like, "Who Ghetto is this?" And when I saw the face, I didn't believe it. So I went to the page. I'm like, "This calls for us doing a quick, in fact, enforcing the SOS that is already there." So I started to reach to people that I already knew that, we all were in the same cycle while at the St. Peter's Lutheran Church. So I reached to you, Willie, and then I went to a couple of friends. I just started sharing, and I bless God that we were all able to just be in one accord to respond, and we started reaching out to other big sisters and brothers, and this is how we've come this far. I just want to take this time to say thanks to all of you guys, because it is only in one accord that people can respond to such a need, especially in these times where everybody have their own ups and downs and stuff to run after. So I am again grateful that you guys were ready and on time for us to act. This is just so much. I'm grateful so much to God for it. And thank you again. I think you're muted.
I'm so sorry. Yes, I was just agreeing with you that the Bible says, "Whatsoever we do for the least of our brothers, that we have done for him." And Jesus also told us that I was in the hospital, you did not visit me. I was in prison, you did not visit me. And then we asked the question, where did that happen? You know, that's what he said. Whatever you do for the least of my brother, you have done it for me. So it is about time that we come up. You know, we come up to we it's about time that we come up to to the need of our sister. And yesterday all the information was sent out. A lot of people um okay, so uh uh and then Nelly, hold on one second. The link is coming to you shortly. We just have some wheels turning here, but you will be receiving the link shortly. We want you to join us on the show. And if anyone who wants to call in, we will be posting the numbers up and the means by which we can contribute. So brother Elijah, can you come up please and give us information, because the main thing we are here for is to raise funds. Okay, is to raise funds. Like our sister Ali said, that we are here in twofold. We're doing the spiritual aspect, and we will also need to do the physical aspect too. The physical aspect is to raise that fund. We need our sister to have insurance. If you don't have insurance in this country, my brother, it's difficult. Oh, thank you so much, brother Jeremiah Bevo. He's watching all the way from Zozo. But those in Liberia, people have called me from Liberia. People have also called us from here in the US. So brother Elijah, can you speak to that? How can you contribute?
Yeah, well, thank you. A lot of people have been calling, and a lot of people are very concerned. Gateway is from a very big community, especially the Lutherans community. The Lutheran community is a big community to be a part of, and if one of our members is kind of like down, we all got to rally around that person to make sure that we can bring that person up. It's just that it's so unfortunate that we just getting this information at this critical juncture, but we want to try to intervene as much as possible and see what we can do as members of the Lutheran Church in Liberia and friends to Gedu as well. So a lot of people have been calling in, and what I would like for you to do is that I think the first link that you share, people trying to get on that link, but it's not opening. I tried to open it as well, it's not opening. So you can reshare the live so people can start following,
Oh,
and then
okay.
and then so what we want to
Yes,
encourage people to
Sis
do.
Alice, I just shared the live with you. If you can look on your phone, I just share. I'm gonna reshare it again. I'm gonna share all of the links
Yeah,
here. I'm gonna share it.
yeah. So what I
Yeah.
want you to do with it is that
Mhm.
we got different payment informations that we got out there. So that's the link that's doing the matching funds for Gitwood. It's called Lend a Hand Out. So we want you to pin that link where people can click on that link and go to lend a hand out, and then they can make contribution to that through that link. Also, you can pin her Sis Gitwood's Cash App information is also there. And for those who are in Liberia, if you want to contribute towards this process, we're going to pin Mistress Livingstone, Sis Niswa being Livingstone, we're going to pin her number as well, her SendWave number. So she's going to be collecting the money from Liberia. So when you send Sis Niswa and the money, just make sure you send her a text and say, hey, Sis Niswa, I send you this money for Guido. Mention Guido in your text, and then tell her the amount you send. Because her SendWave number is used for so many purposes. Different people are sending her different fundings for different purposes. So you have to tell her exactly the purpose for which you are sending your fund. So when you send her money, tell her that this is what Gatewood, and we're gonna put her cash app info, her SendWave information on the live here, so that you be able to contribute from Liberia.
Right, brother Elijah, and like you've mentioned, I just want to say this quickly. And then Nelly, check your email. I sent you the link to join us here live. But for those who are watching, okay, you can make your contribution. Please make all of your contributions to Cash App. You can go to Sis Kedwo Sharif. That's for Cash App. For Zelle, go to 404-554-5065. That's for Zelle. For mobile money in Liberia, 088-655-3180. Okay, please let us make our contribution.
And
And Elijah, you spoke about this organization that is helping out. It's called Lending a Hand. Lending a Hand.
lend a
Uh,
hand here.
Lending a Hand. Okay. We have that link also pinned. We have that link pinned to this live feed via Facebook, and we are going through, and we are you live on Facebook, uh, um, YouTube, and Twitter. We are coming to you live Facebook, YouTube, and Twitter. But it's something I want you to speak about, Elijah, when it comes to this organization. What is the organization doing specifically? What is the organization doing specifically that we are using this organization? What is the help? Why should we use this organization, Elijah, in this
Yeah.
function?
So when I spoke with Gidro about lend a hand now, she said they had a meeting with them. They are a charity organization that help people like her in her situation. So they established almost the GoFundMe. If people are familiar with GoFundMe, so they help people to raise money, and they do. The only good thing about them is that they do matching funds. So
Okay.
take for an instant, if tonight we have to raise the $5,000 for Sis Gidwell tonight. If we raise $5,000 tonight, lend a handout will automatically add $5,000 to that amount of money. So that means we'll be raising $10,000. So that's the reason why uh, we are um, we are encouraging people to go to the link that's online. Click on that link, go to lend your hand out, and then you make your contribution there, because every contribution you make, that will be matched. Every money you put there, it will be matched. So you go there, you make your contribution, and then the organization will match that money. So if take for an
Yeah.
instance, if we raise 10,000, we'll
Mhm.
get 20,000. If we raise five
Yeah.
thousand, we'll get 10,000. So
Yeah.
that's the reason why it's so important that we use the link in there. But if the technology is not at your disposal, and Cash App is the most easier way you think you can make a contribution, you can use Cisghetto's Cash App information. If Zelle is your means for contribution, you can use the Zelle number we got on the screen. If you got mobile money, especially for our folks in Liberia, I know a lot of you want to make contributions. So use the mobile money information. That's Mistress Livingstone information. And therefore, when you send your contribution to Mistress Livingstone, you got to send her a message letting her know that you have contributed. You have sent her this money for this purpose, so that she know exactly who's sending money, and that she ought to track it.
And Elijah, is something that we can do also. Like you said, those who are um contributing using the various apps that we have, the Cash App, the Zelle, and the mobile money, is something that we can do also too, to receive this 5,000 from this Lending a Hand organization.
Yep.
Because guess what? We can also we can put all the money together, all the collections, all the contribution, we can put them together and make one huge contribution through Lending a Hand. At the end of the day, guess what? We can still achieve the 5,000. So,
Yes.
folks, I mean, we have all the opportunities, available to us to raise this to get this 5,000 for our sister, because we can
Well,
contribute any amount today, any amount, just any little amount. Come in, says Alice, go ahead.
I just want to remind, especially for us, those of us that came from way down there, and those who believe in helping for the need. Because there's a need, not because people want it. This is a call for help, for a need, a life-saving need. I just want to tell our friends out there, and I'm not saying it's bad to do what you do with your money, but the Bible makes it clear to us. It said, be hospitable to strangers, for you might be to angels. You may say, I don't know her. Listen to me. You don't have to know her. It's right there in the Bible. You go to church. It's in Hebrew 13 too. You don't know what that little thing you are doing could do for you. You may not need money now, but there could be something you need. And somebody somehow will reach to you because you did for somebody. Proverbs says, he said, do not withhold good from those it is in your power to do. So we're talking the little, I don't care how small it is. If little mites were not important, Jesus would not have referenced that. If the size of a thing, as small as a mustard seed, was not important, he wouldn't have mentioned that. So we're just asking everybody out there, however way you can. I normally tell people, I say, my resolution is to help while the person is alive. not what they know more. So if I can do it what I can, I better do that. So I encourage us. It will be a joy to see her come back to say, "Oh, thank you. When I needed it, you were there." It doesn't matter the amount. The willingness accompanies the little and it makes it big. Remember the story about the two fishes and the 5 loaves of bread that fed 5,000? It's not small as you see it. Because you made up your mind to do it, it is important. It takes a lot of strength. It takes a lot of courage. In fact, that alone can break you for you to see yourself who is working, who is as educated as anybody else, who is able to work with your hands to be faced with such circumstances that will bring you to this level that many of us call very humiliating. It's a whole lot. But I think it is not because God wants to show something to us. All of us here are like the babies of Lutheran Church. I always tell people on my page, I can never become who I am in God if I don't go to my foundation. Because we all have Lutherans in our foundation. To see us seated here for one of ours, it just shows that God works in different ways. No matter where we've gone, no matter where we find ourselves, God is using this means to bring us back together to reach out for a sister. So I just want to add my voice to the many voices in here and the ones that are still out there. When Elijah reached to me, the minute it was like so troubling on my heart. I'm like, no, this thing it can't just pass today. We have to do something in it. And I bless God, we are here. So you too can do something. You may not have the courage or the time to be on here right now. We've made ourselves available to talk to you and to talk to other humanitarians out there. See what Helping Hand is saying. If you raise $1, I'll make it $2. If you raise $10, I'll make it $3. So your dollar could be important. I just want to encourage all of us out there to please do it for a sister. It could be you tomorrow. You never know when the coins will turn. I bet she didn't expect that she will come to this level. It could be any of us in here or out there. We're appealing to you. We're not coercing you. We're not suppressing you. We're just appealing to you. That part of you that believe in helping the needed at the time it's needed to please come out and do whatever you can. Just know that in the future, when your time comes, it may not be us, but somebody out of the ordinary will stand up for you. In Jesus' name.
Amen.
Yeah, thank you,
Amen.
sis.
Yeah.
Thank you, sis, mate. That's very much important. And you see, sis schedule is not just an ordinary person who was just passing it along in the Lutheran Church in Liberia. Like she's connected to so many people, and many a times, sometimes we want to sit down, look at the situation, and then we wait for somebody to pass before we come together and start raising money. For me, I'm interested in raising money to try to save the person's life before we can get to that point. At least when we try, you know, and God say, "Oh, this is what's supposed to happen," let it happen. But at least humanly possible, we've tried to do something. And that's the reason why we are sitting here tonight or this afternoon, calling on our fellow Lutherans, calling on everybody. Like you shared, if you see the live video, go ahead and share it with somebody who can share with another person so that people can have the information, people can go online and try to contribute. Because if we can have this margin fund going, and lend a hand out will really help Sis Gendo to get that private insurance so we can get her through the hospital. And that's very key. Those of you who live in America, you know how important health insurance is. If you don't have any health insurance in this country, you don't receive any medical treatment. If you want to pay for your pocket, oh, tell me, just know exactly what you're going to be going through. And she being a single mother with two children, and she got to feed those children on a daily basis. At the same time, worry about her health situation. So just imagine the kind of pressure that is on her, compared with her medical situation. So this is a passionate appeal to all of you because the situation is not something that we have control over. So we just appealing to all of you. Just do what you can do. The widow's mite, whatever amount you're able to contribute tonight, just go and then share with somebody else. In Liberia, reach out to Mistress Livingston. We got her number right up on the screen there, or the mobile money number. Text her, tell her, hey, I send you this money, and we will get the amount. So like right now we don't have we're gonna be tracking whatever amount we're gonna raise tonight, and we're gonna put it into lend your hand out because we want to get that matching fund going
Yeah.
for her.
Yeah, absolutely. And Elijah, I just want to say something quickly. speaking of being in the hospital, I know what it is to me, what it is to be in a hospital here in the United States. First of all, health care in the United States is very, 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 very expensive. Very expensive. I remember back then in 2019, I spent 12 days in the hospital, Johns Hopkins Hospital. They even had to transfer me from Johns Hopkins Bayview to Johns Hopkins downtown. Listen, I know the bill I received. Omar Nelly, you are online with us now. We are hearing you clear, loud and clear. So I know the bill I received for 12 days being in Johns Hopkins Hospital. It was pretty almost close to a 50,000 United States dollars. It's no joke being in a hospital here. Okay,
Especially
but yes, absolutely. And I know what it means like to have an insurance. It's because God first. I put God first. And the insurance that I had at the time, by God's grace, that bill, I don't have it right now. So just imagine our sister, what she's going through right now, and I mean, where she is right now. So please let us help. Okay. We have the numbers pinned down here. Please call in. You can call in and give your moral support, but we also need your financial support as well. So please
just
call in. I see.
just
Before
if
you
you
come, before you come in, Sis Alice, I see Inda Nelly is on the phone. Or this is she's already here with us. Let us give her the chance since she just joined us to make a contribution here. Go ahead.
Thank you so much, all of you. Can you guys hear me?
We can hear
yes,
you, but your video is off.
Yes.
Okay, that's
I
fine. That's fine.
yes.
Okay.
Um, I want to extend my gratitude to all of you who are involved in this fundraising effort for our sister, our daughter, our niece. It is very heart touching, and we cannot continue to overemphasize the insurance, especially those of us who live in America. It is not as easy as others think. If you do not have insurance, even if you have insurance, sometimes you still have some portion of that bill to pay. So let us come to the rescue of our sister. I know one of you said that there are some bills that she cannot pay. Um, I would love to get information about those bills. Um, I don't want to, it's not a matter of showing off or boasting. That's not who I am. But I have helped so many people in Omaha here who have suffered from insurance issues directly with their medical bills, and those bills have been sometimes reduced to nothing based
Amen.
on their income.
Amen.
So if that's something Sis Kato would love my help with, I can share the information with. I don't know if she has anybody over there who's really helping her. Uh, because I'm looking at her, I'm sure that she doesn't even have the strength, the energy. But if there's anybody who's helping her, and if she trusts me, I've been on Liberia for a long time. The
Uh,
name did not ring a bell, but
and then Nelly,
it
and then
doesn't
Nelly,
matter. Yeah.
and then Nelly, just to interrupt a little bit, she's here in the United States. She's here in the United States.
Oh, I know that. I know
Okay.
that. So
Okay.
what I'm just asking for, if she trusts me,
Hmm.
I can look into the bills that she already has, and we, work on the process of medical appeal for her.
Yes.
There's no 100% assurance
Right.
if those appeals will be granted or
Right.
not. But
Right.
there's nothing like trying. I have made it work for most. God. It's not me.
It's God. Yes.
God
Yes.
has
It's
used
God.
me as an instrument to reach out to people in Omaha who their medical bills were like almost taking them to court.
Yeah.
And, with my background in social work,
Yeah.
I was able to come to their rescue. So why can I do it for my own Lutheran
Absolutely.
sister? So
amen.
if
Absolutely.
those of you who are
Let
very close to her, please
Amen.
reach out to her and say, Sister Nelly, Auntie Nelly wants to try this.
Yeah.
If you trust her, if you can transfer your medical bills to her email
Right.
and the hospital's the phone number and everything,
Yeah.
and then we can start from there. But I join my voice with
okay, so
all of you. One thing
Elijah
we
to get
also have to be looking at is not just the financial contribution. Does she
Yeah.
have family members, friends who, I don't know, it's sad to say that somebody has to die before the labor can be given to her. It's very sad to say. Life is
Yeah.
precious.
Hmm.
But in America, in Liberia, I don't even know if that process works in Liberia. But if there's anybody who, you have that kind of rapport with doctors, or you have a family member who's deceased, it, it's hard to say. This is a very hard decision to make. Nobody wants to die, and we Africans, we don't believe in those kind of stuff. Oh, I should take my dead deceased labor or whatever. But if the person is already there, why can't we focus on the one who's alive? Just
Yes.
90 days, my
Hmm.
people. This is heartbreaking. This
It
girl,
is.
if we don't intervene, God doesn't intervene, this girl will be leaving her children behind, will be leaving her loved ones. And it will be so
God will
late for
for
us
that.
to come and say, rest in peace, all this and all that. Let's do it now. ASAP. Sorry
Yeah.
for raising my voice
Thank you
if
so
I'm
much.
being too harsh. But this
Absolutely.
is a matter of life and death. Thank
Yeah.
you.
Thank you.
Thank you
Thank you
so
so much.
much.
Thank you for your contribution. And
Um,
Elijah will be reaching out to you today. He will give you more information. Elijah will be providing more information to you. And I mean, we can't thank you enough on behalf of our sister. Like you said, your niece. We are all here to just pitch in and see how best we can just help this organization. And we believe that it is God who is using these people to try to raise, the necessary fund to help our sister. But again, we really want to thank God. Thank God that He can place you in an opportunity that that you know you can be a blessing, onto other people. But we really want to thank God for that. So again, folks, it is out there to every one of us. All right, it is out there to every one of us. Please call in. The numbers are on the screen. If you want to call in, you can call in to make a contribution. You have all of the methods, here to make a contribution. And every contribution that you make here will be a 20% addition by this organization called the Lending a Hand. Lending a Hand will add up to $5,000 on every contribution that we make. There will be a 20% that will be added onto that. So yesterday, Sis Alice, when she before she contacted me, I saw the post from Brother Elijah's dinner. I went, I made my little contribution. The Widow's Smart, I made my contribution, but in no time, Sis Alice reached out, and I said, I think having such a platform, we need to do something. I reached out to Brother Elijah and some of our team members. I said, listen, we need to come up, on Saturday. We usually don't come up on Saturday, but let us
Yeah.
just try to do the best we can, the best we can. Let us just try and leave everything with God. But let us try because God asked us those questions. Jesus asked us. He said, when I was in prison, you didn't visit me. When I was in the hospital, you did not. When I was hungry, you did not feed me. Then we started to ask the question. So God, where were you? He said, if you do this for the least of my brother, you have done it for me.
Yeah.
So again, this is an appeal to every one of us. Please let us hear the
Again,
phone ringing. We have 3 numbers on here. Let us hear the phone ringing. Let us
yeah.
see notification that someone has contributed. Please, let's
No,
go, please.
Eddie, this is what I want us to do. People who are
Mhm.
watching,
Yeah,
at least if we can have you call on and just tell
yeah,
us, hey, I just contributed $100 to this
yeah.
process.
Yes, please.
So at least we can track how much we're raising from people who are watching us, so
Yes.
we can know. Just call. The
yeah.
numbers are not the cash app number, not the
No,
mobile money number, but the number that are rolling at the
the
bottom of
number
the
that
screen.
rolling on the screen, please.
Just for
Please
those
call
that
us and let us know. Say I made my contribution, please, or send your comment in the group chat. Say I
for
Yeah.
say I send mobile. We see all of your comments. We see you watching. We see you praying. But please
and Elijah,
go ahead, sis Alice. Go ahead.
for those that are finding it difficult to read the numbers on the screen, I just want us to say out loud for the mobile, the Zelle, and the Cash App.
Let me
So
read
for
out to
those
them.
of you, yeah, so you can
Okay,
so
somebody is
make
calling. Somebody is calling right now.
yeah, so we can read
Uh,
it when the person is
we
done.
we
But
we, we have a caller right now.
okay.
All right. Your name and where are you calling from, please? Hold on one second. All right. Sorry. Your name and where are you calling from?
I'm Roger Abed Kamo.
Is everyone hearing him?
Yeah,
No.
Roger.
Yeah. All right. Go ahead.
Yeah, Roger Abed Kamo.
Okay.
Roger Abed Kamo.
Yeah. Go ahead.
Yes, I'm currently at Hampton Pavilion of Derby. And frankly, Willie, Zina, Alice, I was really blessed when I saw that post on Elijah. And Elijah and I spent almost an hour online chatting, talking about the war, Gideon, Gabo, illness. And Gideon and I was so very close to St. Peter's, and she was in an Aquila president. Seeing Gideon in that kind of state, it broke me, and I shed tears last night. This morning again, I was online with Zester Yakwazo, and he was practically, sharing tears when he and I was talking because of our relationship with Gideon. All I can, to see her before I leave back to Liberia. But I have just 3 more days, and I still take Gideon even before I leave. Really, really broken, Why is our prayer that God intervene into a situation? We want to do all we can. We have best help in this process. So I would do whatever I can. I wish my friend to come because I don't have Zelle or cash out on my phone. But when my friend come, I will send my initial contribution of $40 now.
Thank
So
you.
later, when I get back to Liberia, whatever we can do,
Yeah.
I will do it my way.
Thank you so much, brother.
And I'm also sure Brother Marco Gabo is aware of our illness. I will try to see if we have to reach out to him to see how best his family can do some intervention.
Thank you.
Yeah. Okay, brother.
Thank you so much, brother Abin. Brother Abin, we really do appreciate you. We walking from St. Peter's. Initially when I saw the picture, I was just moved by the story. But when Sis Alice shared with me those pictures, I was so much moved. I was so much moved by the pictures that she showed me. Yes, we'll be sharing some of her pictures. Some of you, the picture that you are seeing on Facebook, you might not recognize her from the picture that you've seen, but we'll be sharing some of her picture pretty soon. But again, brother, we want to thank you so much for your contribution. The Bible says little is much when God is in it. Thank you so much. Thank you.
We just want to challenge everybody. Call.
I want to challenge everybody, please.
Just read the number.
Okay, let me read it. Let me read the numbers out quickly.
Yeah.
No, Elijah, you want to read it? Go ahead.
Oh, you can go ahead, Willie.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. So for Cash App, the name is Gedo Sharif. Gedo Sharif. The $sign Gedo Sharif. That's the Cash App. For Zelle, 404-554-5065. That's for Zelle. For mobile money.
1 minute, wait.
Yep.
Gedo is spelled as Gayduo.
Yes.
I know somebody who put an E to their O, so hers is just
Then you
Duo. You put the $sign, you Gayduo, and her Sherry is SHER. That's 1 arrow with FF.
Yes. Thank you. Yeah, you are right.
As 1 arrow with FF, not arrow FF. 1 arrow with FF for Sherry.
Thank you. Yes, thank you very much. I mean, it's good that you you try to clarify that because for the name Gateway, when you are spelling Gateway, I kind of laugh a little bit because my mother name is Gateway, so I cannot miss that name.
Yeah.
Exactly. Yeah.
Willie, let me just throw out there that we are also exploring other avenues that we can raise money to help our sister.
Sure,
so
absolutely.
I also reached out to Kwame Opa-Weeks. Like he one of those persons in Liberia who's always helping people in situations like this.
Right.
So I sent her information to him, and he promised that he's gonna call her. He promised that he's gonna call her, and I call her and let her know that Kwame Opa is gonna be reaching out to her. So hopefully we can have him going live with her and sharing her story, and then we can get like everybody attention to this situation because this is an emergency and we have to treat it as such.
Yeah. Yeah.
Elijah,
Go
Yeah.
ahead.
speaking of coming weeks, let nobody think that, oh, why would this lady be in America and seeking
Mhm.
help from all angles, or especially her fellow Liberians or her fellow Lutherans back home. Or, you guys in America, you have upper hands, you have better life than most of us back home. We do understand life is difficult back home. But if you read the story of Gedo, it has not been easy on her in America, especially when she got sick. It's hard to convince anybody. This is Kuku Jumuku country. We are grateful to God for his blessings and everything. But it's hard to convince anyone that, we can talk from morning to night about the insurance situation in this country. And it's not a matter of convincing anybody. It's a matter of praying to God to touch the hearts of all of us. I'm
Mhm.
telling you, 90 days,
Yeah.
folks, is not long enough.
No.
And it can even be shorter than 90 days. We shouldn't even wait for the 90 days. Do we have a GoFundMe set up already for Gedo?
Yes, this organization called Lend a Hand. Go ahead, Elijah, and speak about it.
Yeah, Lend a Hand is the only organization that we're using right now because they promised they are matching the funds. So
Yeah.
whatever money goes into that, set up the link that we have on Facebook right now. If you click on that link, it will take you to the fundraiser organized by Lend a Hand. So whatever amount goes into that to that fundraiser, that amount will be matched up. So if you put 10 out of there, just know that when you put 10 out of that's $20 already.
Okay, so do
Whatever
we have
business-
that
Yeah,
GoFundMe on the pamphlets
yeah,
that
we
has the
got the
cash
link.
app and everything?
Yeah, we got the
Yeah.
link. Yeah, we got the link.
We have
Wonderful,
the link.
wonderful, wonderful,
Yeah,
wonderful.
Mhm.
Let's go
Yeah.
as far. I think I don't want to be tribalistic, but I don't know if Gedo is the Lofa. Is that right?
yeah. Get it for no
Yeah,
fire.
yeah, absolutely. Yeah.
Let's contact the Lofa organization in America, ASAP.
Yep. After this
Let's
one,
contact the Bon County Association,
uh,
ASAP. Because
send
we
send
locate
this
from
one,
Bon County people, we are cousins.
send this one, send that in. Just to inform you that before we got on this call, I spoke with the president of the United Bon County Association. Right now, there's a meeting going on where they're giving update on the to that situation because
Yeah,
that's
I was part of that meeting.
yeah,
Unfortunately, I have to attend this
yeah,
one.
that's what we've been working on with that emergency in total time. But right now, I told him I can't be in that meeting because we are dealing with the situation of Sis Gedwood. So he told me after this meeting, I should reach out to him by 6 o'clock, and then we're gonna be also exploring other means that we can find to help.
Wonderful.
Yeah.
And also in the Nelly, I want to join your voice to call
Okay,
on.
because you are part of the Lofa Association. Contact
Right,
the
right.
president ASAP. We are not delaying any time here.
No, no,
Please.
no. We are not delaying, and also I want to join your voice in calling the Reverend Amadou Salif, the Reverend M. Amadou Salif, MAS. He's the chairperson on
Benevolent.
benevolence for the Association of Liberian Lutherans in the Diaspora. Reverend Amadou Salif, there's a wake up. There's an urgent call, not a wake up call, but an urgent call. Please, this is our Lutheran sister, okay, a member of St. Peter's Lutheran Church. So there's a call also to the Reverend Amadou Salif. Our Lutheran pastors, I know you all part of Aliyah, but I think you have this little association called Liberian Lutheran Pastors Association. So please, the Reverend Dr. Moses Dennis, the Reverend Moses Goba, the Reverend Dr. Smo, Alexander Smo, ASAP, please let us help this sister out.
And
I know what
also,
we did. I know what we did when it came to though we did not succeed, but I know what we did when it came to the ailment of the Reverend Kesali. We try
yes,
every effort to even get him over to the United States, but
Reverend Casserly, the
yeah,
late Aloysius Yanti,
yes,
and we
we
can
try
go on
our
the list.
best. So let us try again, please. We can do
Yes,
this, Aliyah.
let's do it.
Apostle.
I know we the efforts, we are not ready, we are not fully organized yet, but let's reach out to our our efforts. Martin Luther Choir has a group, and this lady was part of the choir back home. Let's reach every corner before next week. Let God speak in the minds of people. But these people will not respond if we don't knock at their door. So all
Absolutely.
these different Lutheran organizations, I don't know what high school she graduated from in Monrovia or Liberia. If any of you know that high school, and if that high school has an association here, let's reach out to them. Please.
I think you're very there for SDA.
Oh,
So,
SDA is a very strong organization. Younger Odyssey and
Sis Alice, you are coming in?
yeah.
okay, I'm sorry. Go ahead.
No, Visa. This let's check a point that I just want to, emphasize a little. People think because we are in America, it's all bread and butter. There are a lot of different ways and means that people take to come to this country. When you come, you're trying to make sure that you rectify and get in the right process. But it's not easy as it looks. So you shouldn't say, "Oh, she's in America and she's asking for help." Whenever affliction is coming, it's not looking for your location. Affliction does not look for your location. There are people with all the money in the world that have affliction. So we are appealing to you to not be specific about where the locality or the geographical location. What we are stressing here is there is a need for emergency as an ASAP. That will mark to be just what is needed for Ghetto to get to the next level. The Bible is clear about it. It says in Hebrew 13:2. He said, "Be hospitable to strangers, for you might be to angels." Proverbs 3 tells us 27:28. He said, "Do not withhold good from those it is in your power to." So we are appealing to everybody, whether Ghetto was in your organization, whether Ghetto was there. Word is a plus. We're looking up to them to now show up for their team and be able to save life. We just want any and everybody out there who believe in saving life, not contributing to your death, to do so now. That's our appeal right now. Please, however it is, whatever little you give, it will be appreciated. I just want us to know that it's a thing about need. Let's reach out. Whether she's from your county, whether she's from your tribe, whether she's from your church, it's about life. The same breath you breathe, your time will come, and your own may not be like hers. So we are asking, whatever little widow's mite is needed, is as important as the big. Please.
And I also want to ask all of us, be it back home or in America, let's make it our business. If you can change your profile picture, nobody is under any pressure. We are just seeking any kind of means to raise this money for our Lutheran sister. If you can change your profile, your cover picture, or you make it your responsibility to put that picture of Ghetto, with that health or medical problem right now, post it on your Facebook page. We will really appreciate it. And just make a little comment of what we are trying to do, the deadline, and how we are reaching out to people to help, please.
All right, we have someone on the phone calling us from Texas. Go ahead.
Man, why are you putting me on the spot like that?
Go ahead. That's my uncle. Go ahead, uncle.
What you say, my man?
Go ahead and make your contribution. Everyone listening to you live.
My contribution. Not everybody like to broadcast that thing, my man.
Oh, already. Oh, okay. I didn't know that. Thank you so much.
Yeah, nice.
Thank you, sir.
He already made a contribution on through the online donation. Thank you.
Thank you. God bless you.
Yeah. I'm looking at the online donation right now. We are around $570 in there.
Okay.
Oh, that's okay. Then that's good because prior to prior to moving on live, we were still far short of that. So that's
Yeah.
good, wonderful. I think we're making some progress. We're making some progress. But folks, listen, that 500, if you want to, if you take 20% from 500, it
We
means
got
that
100. So lend a hand up, boosted that 500 with $114.
okay, yeah,
So
Elijah and Willie.
yeah,
That's something we need to clarify for those that are sending money to the Cash App. Whenever you send a dollar, a cent to the Cash App, there's an extra fee charge. Especially for $6 Cash App, there's an extra fee charge of $3.
right,
So
right,
please
right. So
let people get to know that. So when you say you're sending $50, you can just make it $53 because they have to take out a fee charge from it automatically. Cash App adds another fee to it. So just so you know that, so we can be that all of us.
GoFundMe does the same, but it's a little bit cheaper.
right, right, right,
yeah,
right,
I just
right.
wanted to clarify that for people.
That's
Yeah,
a good
yeah,
point.
absolutely. Yeah, that's true.
that's a good
That's a
point.
point. That's a good point you made. Yeah, that's a good point you made. So folks, again, we are asking you, please, even if you make a contribution to Cash App, or the online platform to donate, just you can just hit the button right in there saying that you made a contribution. You don't have to announce the amount, but just let us know. And we really want to appreciate you for that. Go ahead, Elijah. You want to say something? Yeah.
Oh no, I was just saying that people that are making some contributions, like the amount right now is like $570 in on the link. So maybe some people already did Cash App and other stuff, but I'm not monitoring that one. Um, but we just want to encourage people, even after this show, let's share the different posts on our different timelines with a story and put in these payment informations so
Right.
that at least people can continue to support the process, continue to help our sister. This is for me, I don't know how to really describe the situation, but like sometimes in situations like these, you just want to put yourself in a position where you can just help this person right away. But it's not
Absolutely.
easy with the current life situation everywhere. Like Sis Daddy was saying, don't say, "Oh, the people in America, you guys should be able to do it." No, this place is a system. I can give my insurance to her to use. If that's something, then all of us here maybe already not give our insurance information.
Very
Say,
easy.
oh, go to the hospital by insurance, but they will not take another person's, insurance for another person.
It's criminal.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's
Yeah.
criminal. You can do it. And so that's the reason why we are sitting here this evening and just appealing to everybody. If we can empower Sis Gabriel to be able to buy that private insurance, that would get her through the door of the hospital, and that would be a step towards a life-saving treatment that she's supposed to get from the hospital. So,
Yeah.
Elijah,
So,
yeah,
Brother Tati Cody posted a comment. I
Sister,
just want for us
Sister
to read it,
Tati
please.
Kwadi,
That sister,
Oh, Sister Tati Cody. Oh, I'm sorry. Sister Tati is in Minnesota. Please, Sister Tati.
she's a
I'm
sister.
sorry.
Oh.
Yeah.
Tati
Sister
gonna
Tati
hold
said
you in
that
content.
she sent her little contribution and three of her friends, send cash up. And she will also, yes, please. Any little contribution is very, very significant. Very, very
Yeah.
significant. Any contribution.
I also reached to almost those of us that I know were in the youth choir there. I got to Game Flomo and the likes of others. I guess they made theirs there. And we're still going to do it like Elijah said. We're just going to have one means of the fundraiser. So we'll use just the same cash out number. And for those of us got platform, we use it and get to people who listens to us to raise this money and whatever
Mhm.
we can raise. But it will be
Right.
the same channel, will be the same cash app, mobile.
Okay, so while this Ali is coming through, I just want to also mention that Brother Abel Lewally is also one of the co-hosts on MLC Talk. Brother Abel Lewally reached out to me just minutes before we came on live, and he's going to be reaching out to Nenswa. He's going to be reaching out to my Nenswa for his contribution. He's going to be contributing to this as well. So again, I want to say thank you so much, Brother Abel Lewally. He asked me specifically how can he contribute. So
Elijah and Willie and me.
yeah,
Can you guys, if you have information about the insurance, the
Mhm.
purchase of insurance. Can you educate people, clarify some, if you know? I don't think, not, I don't know if any of you is insurance expert, but do you know the name of the insurance company that you want the insurance to? Just give some information, please.
No, I don't know the particular insurance company she's going to be going through, but what when I spoke to her today, what she said was the recommendation from her doctor was to get a private insurance since she does not qualify for Medicaid. So she have to buy a private insurance, and buying that private insurance will enable her to get through the hospital. So whatever insurance company she's going to be going through, I don't know, but the core problem here is to getting that money to buy the private insurance, and we all know when you buy a private insurance how cost intensive that is because you don't have any income backing that one. It's some money coming out of your pocket to buy the private insurance because you're not working at this time, so you're buying a private insurance. And also she told me that after she buys the private insurance, then the premium on that, which because the money around 10,000 out of the premium will be the $600 every month,
I
and
think
then
I
after the
have
premium,
a
yeah,
problem here.
and then after that, the medical bill at the hospital, that's a whole different thing, and that's where we're going to be talking with Sis Nettie after this show to see how best we can start looking into that situation. So after this show, Sis Nettie, we're going to talk about the insurance issue and see if we able to get her something to get her to the hospital rather than waiting to raise all the money we need. We're going to be exploring all the avenues to see how best we can get this done.
Absolutely, absolutely. We're gonna explore other avenues and see how best we can get this done because the time is now that we can help our sister than later.
Is
So
Camon still
again,
what's
I
his name?
mean,
Is Roger Camon still on his stuff?
I know he was following, but I don't
no,
know.
no.
Okay,
Roger,
is there,
Roger was only calling in. Roger
okay,
is not
if there's
using the link. He
anybody
only
from
call
St.
in.
Peter's that's following, can we make uh 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 Sunday announcement every Sunday?
I saw Reverend Jenny's Gordon was following, but I don't know
Okay.
whether she stay on.
So you guys reach out to the woman and see and appeal to her. Let's make this as an announcement in the church bulletin
I'm sure
every
it's gonna
Sunday.
be.
Every Sunday until whatever God's will is, let it be done. But let's reach out to St. Peter's and let it be part of the announcement. Has
Yeah.
any of us reached out to the Lutheran Church in Liberia?
Since that we got this information yesterday and it
Right.
over the weekend,
Okay.
so that's the reason why we're here on
I'm
Saturday
sorry.
today. Yeah,
I'm sorry. I don't want to push anybody.
No,
yeah,
no. Actually, I can speak to that. I can speak to that. I share the information with the bishop. I share the
Okay.
information. Bishop Padmo is aware and he's concerned about this as well. The information is also shared in the General Malnutrition Connections chat room where we have most of our church leaders in that chat room as well. So we have it shared in like most of the major platforms. And just before coming on, also I spoke with the Reverend Dr. Allison. Reverend Allison is following through, and he will also be reaching out through one of the three methods that we have. I would say four, either the online, Zelle, Cash App, or mobile money. Reverend Allison and family. He called me specifically, and we talked about it. So I just want to say, I just want to provide that update.
yeah.
Yeah. So yeah, so there were some other pictures that we have here, and I will be sharing shortly. I know I talked about it that I was going to be sharing some of her pictures I received yesterday. Perhaps the pictures that we see on Facebook, due to her present condition, more people did not really recognize, or I too did not recognize her from the very beginning. When I did not recognize her when I saw the picture, but I only just decided to based on the story But when Sis Alice, told me, say, "Oh, you don't remember Gato? This is Gato," and she started showing me some of her older pictures. Then it's kind of giving a flashback because we were in the Acolyte together. We went to St. Peter's. It's at St. Peter's. Some of us, were part of the Acolyte, and then she later on went to join the Martin Luther Chorus, and some of us went to Painesville to join St.
Basket.
Matthew's Lutheran.
Before even Gabriel went to the Martin Luther choir, we were all in the youth choir.
In the
Right.
youth
And then later on, they began to combine Martin Luther choir, and then we were all there. And then, in 2015, she left and came to the U.S. So, and like the Gabriel, even though she's sick right now, and when you are sick and you have a peace of mind, that's another thing. When I say peace of mind, I know when you say you will not have a peace of mind. But when you're sick and you have people around you that are supporting you, you're not worrying about house rent, you're not worrying about your children feeding. But look at this latest situation, man. She's not working. She doesn't have insurance. She got two children with her. It's just so much pathetic, you know. It's a sorrowful situation, and that's from that lens I want us to see it. We're not just sitting here and just putting Ghetto story out there because we want to come live and talk about it, but we want you to see it from that lens. A mother, single mother with two children in America, not working, with a health situation.
you know,
It is.
you know,
It is. Yeah.
Elijah, it reminds me of life, how people should see life. The ghetto we're talking about had a good job back home.
Yes.
She was working at finance when I used to be with Scott. Ghetto was working, and so many times I saw before even I came to this America. She's like, "Oh, I got an opportunity, I'm going." But when you come here, you don't know. It's like the air. You travel in the air. You don't know what's going to happen to where you're landing. Our people
Yeah.
can say, illegal, you don't
Mm,
know what's going to happen, and nobody saw this coming.
no.
Nobody expected this coming. Everybody believed this place is a land filled with milk and honey. But what they don't understand is that before you take the milk from the tree that got the honey, you got time, you got energy, you got effort, you got levels, you got stages to go through. It don't just drop. And I bet even in the midst of ghetto weakness, you are still reaching back to people. I know what it means.
Yeah.
I know what it means. When you
Yeah.
want to make sure you make your impact because you've come here. Now it's time for some of us to just look back. To have children in this country, I am not joking you. It's not something small. If you I've seen, I know some of us are blessed and we give God the glory, but everybody's cases are not the same. So until you get there, you can't talk much about it. So since you have not gotten there, or if you are there, we ask you to just help. Just help. We
Yeah.
know that it's a place of milk and honey, but let's just help the little way we can.
Absolutely. And I actually just want to you know thank the Reverend Zesta Lila Yakwazu for his initial contribution, and he will, he informed me that he will still be reaching out, to increase whatsoever contribution he has made. So we want to thank you so much. Thank you so much, brother Reverend Zesta Yakwazu.
Yeah.
You know,
I see the comment in the frontati asking us to reach out to Spawn. Spawn, they are big networks, and most of the things are surrounding politics and stuff like
Politics.
that. So sometimes they try to authenticate some of these situations before they get involved with it. So we have been making efforts to get in touch with the CEO of Spawn Network, and we are still trying to. So if we have the opportunity to speak with him, we will speak to him. But we are trying our best to make sure, like this podcast right now, I have shared on this. I put it in the message. I send it on WhatsApp. So I just send it. If they see it and they take key to this story and they want to help, then please do it for us. But we will
Or
keep.
if you can get the contact directly to the CEO, you can be able to reach him because
Yeah,
sometimes
they send me the
people are
number.
scared.
Somebody send me the number. I'm gonna be calling the number again to see if I can talk to him. But while we are doing that, we just want to encourage our own Lutherans within our own Lutheran cycle, before the big networks and other people can take interest in this story and start helping. We can start doing the word of mouth, that what we are doing right now. We're not waiting for them to step in, but they will see what we are doing and then they can step in. And this is a national issue for me. Like you see, in America, if one American citizen is outside this country and is in harm's way, they're gonna go out there and get that citizen. You can be to Pluto. America will go for you alone to bring you out. And so we have to treat our people like that. Even though we are not in government, but we can do what we can do from our own level, to support the process. And this is what we are doing.
We
And
believe that.
like I was saying, since Gedwa is an active lady, everybody knows that, very active woman. So to see her so broken at this point, and I'm so sorry that we got the information at the dying minute,
At the
and we
last
are
minute.
and we are struggling right now to see how best we can get help for her. And for me, I'm gonna keep pushing. There are other things that I got on my mind that by Monday, Tuesday, I'm gonna be reaching out to other people outside the Lutheran cycle just to see what we can do for her. So, like
Yeah.
that is said, we're gonna keep doing it.
We're
If
gonna
we
do
can,
what we can do.
whatever we can do here tonight, let's do it. Let's continue to do it. I'm encouraging you, keep sharing on your Facebook pages and stuff like that. Just keep sharing her story, calling people attention to it. And the payment information, keep it. Keep that people when you send contribution, let us know that you made a contribution and then we will track it. That's how we're doing it. So we know that people are contributing. But this situation is an emergency. It's a mother who in a deep distress at the same time fighting for her life. So we have to stand with her right now. We have to. We
E-
have to.
Elijah, I just want to make a comment too on the two comments. Speaking of Spoon, we are trying to reach out to everyone. If God directs us to Mr. Waterspoon, Stanton E. Waterspoon, and he can use his influence to see how best we can raise this needed fund, we will really, really thank God for that. If God is directing us to some other means, we will reach out and we'll really thank God for that. We are reaching out to everyone since yesterday. Since
Yes.
yesterday, we are
Just
reaching out.
yesterday we
We
got
know that we know that
yeah.
right. We know that this platform just started, I would say probably like a year or two ago. Okay, and we are non-political, we are more religious. So sometimes too you will know that that will have some, and we are more restricted to Lutheran activities. So maybe that will have some limitation on us, but we are just reaching out. If you know the head of Spoon Network or the chief host of Spoon Talk, help
Or
us
any
reach
of
out.
that leadership. Yeah.
We know that there are other people who can we can reach out to. I've been reaching out in my network too, reaching out to some other people. We cannot mention all of the names here. We've been
Yes.
reaching out in our network, but in
Hello?
Liberia we have a saying. We have a saying in Liberia: when someone is washing your back, you got to wash your stomach. So we as Lutherans, what can we do? We understand that we can
Uh,
call out to everyone, but what can we do? Our mother Nelly just came out and said that help me with the insurance information. If she trusts me, I can work along with her. This is her area of expertise. Okay, but what can you do? What can we all do to help our sister? This is why we are out here for. It is not about the numbers. Okay, it is about how
guys,
can we help. Yeah, go ahead. You
uh,
want to come in? Go ahead, come in.
sorry for the interruption. Elijah was talking about the difficulties she's going through, including food. Uh, being a social worker, I want to come in again. Uh,
Yeah, go ahead. That's your
there
area of
are
expertise. Go
there
ahead.
are many organizations, including non-governmental churches, that have a free food pantry all over this country. Our sister should her kids should not die from starvation, and that would be a great help. I don't know if she's aware of that. It's all over this country. Some other organization, you don't even have to be a U.S. citizen. You don't have to have green card. As soon as you go in there, They will take you to the pantry and give you free food. Most of them is every month. I'm saying this because it's my background. I help so many people in in those kind of situation. People who have lost their job and all kinds of stuff. So
Okay.
she lives in North Dakota, right?
Yeah, she's in North Dakota. Yeah.
I'm very sure there are a lot of food pantry in North Dakota. I don't know if there's a family member over there
That's one of the things, yeah. So we also need to get that whoever is there as a care provider, what a family doesn't have to be a how you call
Yes,
social worker. We
yes.
also need to get in contact with that care provider because they're gonna be moving from place to place now that the SOS is out there. So they're gonna be moving. So we also need to have
Yeah, those are the programs out there. Caregiver, whoever is helping her, just go on online and type in food pantries in some wherever she is, and you'll see all the different options. They are scheduled when they are open. I know some people have a negative interpretation. We
this is
Liberians,
not a time for that either.
some of us are very proud. Oh, I'm going to food pantry. Oh, getting government benefit. We should not allow proud to take this lady's life. Let do everything she can. Whoever her caregiver is, let them go to the food pantry. You don't have to have any kind of status to get food assistance in the food pantry. It's just that it doesn't have most of our Liberian food, but hey, but and the kids, I'm sure most of them, the two of them, if I maybe used to the American food, she can manage with it. Go there. Some food pantry also offer free clothes and all of those. I wish I had known this situation before the Christmas time. I was
Right.
going to hook her up with organizations so that she could get Christmas gifts for her kids, but it's over now. But so you can
That's
spread the message, whoever helping her, let them go to the food pantry and get some food and some clothes or whatever she needs. Let the person continue to keep in touch with me, please.
yeah, and I just also want to say thank you. I also want to say thank you to brother brother Roger Abin Camon. Brother Roger Camon has sent his initial contribution that he had notified me on, and also my uncle Zizi Roberts. I want to thank you so much. And he also posted in my Lutheran Connection chat room, how simple it is to make your contribution. Please, I mean, just any contribution, please. I know tomorrow is Sunday. Some of us going to church. We'll be giving our offering and everything. But I mean, you can give some of your offering to help this sister, please.
But
Yeah,
Please.
Winnie, if we
Let
just
us
want
help
to
you out.
remind some of the people that just joining, just remind them what we are doing here right
Yeah.
now.
So for those of you, if you are just joining us, this is a fundraiser for our sister emergency medical attention assistance that she needs. Our sister needs about $10,000 to, at least 10,000 United States dollars to get private medical insurance that will get her to the hospital. And then that is excluding the procedures and everything. But the first thing is we want to get her to the hospital first. So she needs help getting to the hospital. That is the Mayo Clinic. And we have several ways to contribute. You can contribute using Cash App. The Cash App handle is right here. That's the $ Gado Sharif. That's SHE1RIFF. And for Zelle, you can send your contribution to 404-554-5065. And if you are in Liberia, please contribute to 088-655-3180. There's also an organization. This organization is called Lending a Hand. And I'm going to share the screen right here. Okay. This organization is called Lending a Hand. For any amount that we contribute, Lending a Hand will add 20%. And they will contribute up to 5,000 United States dollars. This is how far this organization has gone. They say, listen, we have the money sitting right here, 5,000, but we challenge you to contribute towards your sister ailment. And we will match anything that you contribute, we'll match 20%. So please let us contribute. And all of the money that we send to Cash App, we will send to Zelle, and we will send to mobile money. We're going to make all of that contribution, all of the contribution, we're going to send one-time contribution to Lending a Hand. And then we add the 20% on that. Because that 5,000, we don't have it yet. It's like for every contribution we make, they will take portion of the 5,000 and add it on that contribution. We want all of the 5,000. So please let us contribute. As we contribute, we will get the 5,000 to add on to whatever that we have to help our sister. Our sister need food. Our sister children going to school. We know right now it's winter time, but the main concern right now we're looking at is how can we raise this 10,000, at least 10,000, so that our sister can get a private insurance. She can get private insurance.
Elijah,
Right now we are in January. I think the time for insurance registration, the time is over. But she can still get insurance by the help of God through social workers and doctors. She can get health insurance. So please let us try. Let us make any contribution that we can. $20, $10, $5, 15, 20, 1,000, 500, 300, any amount to help our sister out, please.
Willie, can you put ghetto picture up? Not the one
Yeah,
she
yeah,
posted,
sure, sure.
the one prior to her being ill, so people can have a face of who we're talking about.
Sure, absolutely, absolutely.
And you want to mute
I'm
it,
trying to.
Letty?
Okay, I'm
Uh-huh.
trying to. Yeah, I'm trying to do that right now. Yeah,
Why you do that, Elijah? If I'm permitted, there's something I want to say to that.
yeah.
Mm-hmm.
I just want to encourage people, especially this ghetto we're talking about for us. Before some of us took ways and went the way direction life sent us, many of us, that's what I want Willie to post the picture. Ghetto is in the choir. Every young idol activity we went for, every youth camp we went for. In fact, when St. Peter's were under renovation, we were practicing in the classroom. I don't know whether Elijah remembers that when we were practicing down in the classroom when Father Dua was downstairs at the church there, we always used to run from that straight in a hot tub, food and water and drink it, get ready when we leaving. So Ghetto is no stranger to Luching. What I see Luke's, what I see what I see Matthew, the name Luching at that is one body. So it doesn't matter whether she was in the Total bunch. Once they say the name Luching, there's a blanket, so it should move, it should touch the hearts of every member that is associated. What I was, what I still is, but once you came across Ghetto, they should also claim your attention. And I also want to let people to know that when they talk about going to the food place or the free pantry, like say next one said people it enter your head and pride get there you like this. Let me get one open secret. Yeah, I remember there was a time when it came to reaching out to people. I used to go take food free pantry and send it to people back. So like I did it to do, by the way, because I knew somebody needed it because it would be there. People would not want to go there. They pride only our typical American people can go there. You can use that pantry food to face Liberian food. Like the spinach, you can use the spinach, then you can cook the spinach, then a potato green. Like the beans in the cup. You can cook that beans in the cup, you can cook the canned beans. You can cook tabaki with a canned beans. You can cook that canned beans with soya. No need a beans, no chicken. You can use raw food. The only different you add in red all that, or if you want to make it with tabaki, put it solo there. So nothing about it being American food. Like tell you how you cook it. You can cook that white beans, that pinto beans. You can cook it with anything. Beans. It's how you cook it that make it different. So whoever the caregiver, this is no shifted business. What is proud when you die in a grave with a proud? It's time for people. Whatever you can do to help, go do it. Whoever the caregiver, whoever out there, if you can take the initiative and say, "Oh, I'm going to do it and bring it," that will also be a plus. If you're right round gateway
How
enough,
old are the kids?
I think Elijah can speak to that.
I think that the little girl should be around 16, 17,
Okay.
and then the little boy should be around 4 or 5.
Is their school aware, especially the 16, 17, aware of what's
Definitely.
going on?
And when I spoke to other people who've been working with her and dealing with the situation, I think her little daughter has been doing her best to support her mom and the little brother. So like her daughter now is like the caretaker right now, the main caretaker for her.
That's the one she came with, right, Elijah? I mean,
Yeah, the one she brought with her. Yes.
yeah, I know.
I'm
Yeah.
asking because the school also has some programs. Sorry, I used to be a school social worker too. And usually, when these things are happening, we don't know the impact it has on the children. It's very traumatizing. for the children as well.
Even though our primary concern is Ghetto, but let us also consider the children, especially the 16 and 17. So
Yeah.
if
So the 16 and
the
4 year old,
caregiver
16
can
and
go
4
to
year
the
old.
school, hello?
Yeah,
16
16 and
and 4
4 year old.
Okay, if the caregiver can also go to the school and know what's happening, there are resources out there too. They have a full program in most of the schools too, because the mother doesn't have the strength to cook again. The school can provide some of the food for the kids. It's not food that you cook; it can just be snack that they can bring home and just be snacking and all of things. So I really hope that the caregiver, or people who are very close and live, I wish I live in North Dakota, who live closer to her can, utilize those resources to help our sister while we do the best we can.
Yeah, absolutely. While we do the best we can, and these are some of the pictures, most recent pictures of our sister Gabriel. If you look right here, you
No,
can
these
see
are
her
not most
smile.
recent pictures. These are
Okay,
pictures when she
No,
was,
these are the common picture when we were
common
back
picture
home.
that people will remember. That's what I mean. Picture
yeah,
that people will remember her. Um, this picture, this is the picture that actually, I really grabbed her face from here. This is what I saw yesterday. I said, "Oh wow."
yeah,
Yeah, that was my reaction when I saw this picture yesterday.
That was your
yeah.
time. I used
Yes.
to see that.
Yeah, but this was the time, like, we were so much close at the time in St. Peter's and everything. But I saw her picture. This really kind of grabbed my attention yesterday when I saw this picture.
Yeah.
So please, folks, let us contribute. Brothers, this is now my uncle. I'm sorry,
And you
uncle
want
made
to
a
show the right now picture as well.
yeah. The right now picture. I will show that the right now
I
picture
went to her
is
page. Maybe except I go there. I didn't see her right now picture, Elijah. Except
No,
when
it's
you
the
gave
one that we got on the flyer.
the
That's
one
the
that we
right
got on
now.
the one that
Yeah.
we got on the flyer. I will show
I don't
that too. Yeah, that's true. It's necessary. I will show that. So my uncle Zeze is asking us. He's challenging us to So some of us made our contribution yesterday. I went online, made a contribution, and
see. I
you
contacted her.
know,
Yes,
yes,
so
and
she
so
was
this is
still.
the picture, her current picture.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And
She
you
is
So you
see
not
that
you
she
can
pregnant.
look,
tell
That's the case you
you can
she's
see.
tell
not
the difference.
pregnant. That's the liver
No.
feeling
Liver
drastically.
feeling right then when your liver is feeling that's what those are the side effects and the reactions you will see that but she's not pregnant. That's what we're asking you. Because somebody told me why she's pregnant. I said no, she's not. They said
No,
Yep.
the
she's
reason
not.
why they have not it's I don't want to talk much because it's heartbreaking for you to be
So
living tell you got 90 days to live. Who is meant to give me the time for your
No,
yeah.
no. In fact, it says she got it within. They said within 90 days. That's
yeah,
what the
but
doctor
see,
said. Within.
be later on. So
Mhm.
why
Yeah.
wait till after 90 days or within
No, while
90 days?
we're prior to 90 days, in fact. So we are
That's
in the
why
90 days right now.
when we
Yeah. In
saw
fact,
it,
when you keep that picture up there while
Yeah,
we are
I'll keep it up.
talking,
yeah,
Yeah,
and,
I'll keep
and
it up.
90 days, why 90 days? And you can do something now and make sure she don't even reach to the
Uh,
end of the 90
quick,
days.
quick.
So
So
when we
sorry to
started
interrupt, sis.
yesterday,
Sorry to interrupt, sis Alice. I will let you come in. I just want to thank Reverend and Mother Nana. Sorry, Reverend and Mother Eric M. Allison. Reverend Eric Allison and Mother Nana Allison. As I mentioned earlier, he told me that he was going to be making a contribution. And we want to thank you so much. Thank you so much for your contribution. He just sent me a notification that he made a contribution. Thank you so much, Reverend. Thank you. Go ahead, sis Alice.
yeah, I was talking about somebody saw the picture because I've been reaching to friends like Elijah said. We don't want to. Some people don't want to be called, so we're going into our own little organizations and people we know. They were asking, "She's pregnant?" I said, "No, she's not pregnant. That's why we need an SOS right now and as fast as we can get it, so we can help." That's the liver there. That's how the liver has failed to this extent, and it causing her to look like this. But you and I together, whatever little we can agree to give can be able to change the situation with God's help. We will do the physical part and then prayer will work. But faith without work is a dead faith. We can't sit and say, oh, in the name of Jesus, you'll be okay. The Bible says, say faith plus work. So this is
Hmm.
why by the time I got the news yesterday from Elijah, I started reaching out to friends and to help people understand what she looks like. Just in case, then if you see ghetto like that, you will know this is our ghetto we're talking about. So by the time I saw I had to go straight to a picture, I said I got to blend these pictures. And thank God for Elijah and Willie and the likes of others we reached. I reached to Kevin Johnson. I reached to Boema back in Liberia, Poema Barclay. I went to Quebec. I just started reaching to all the friends that I know, Reverend King, Reverend Thomas. I started going to them. But I'm saying that this is the result. This is not a ghetto we know. You and I can together join and help and let ghetto come and give that testimony and say,
Amen.
thank God there were people to stand for us. Thank God that
Yeah.
indeed, so the Bible says, when we work in a call, when we work in oneness, and I want to use the time to say thank you to Elijah and Willie, because when you normally you say, oh, we need to pray for the person, but when you send it with the picture, something in me told me that if it's a SOS, it starts now. I went straight on my page and I started reaching. I said, we can let today pass. Let
Yeah.
tomorrow start. And Willie was like, yeah, it's an emergency. Let's address it as that. And I want to say
And
thank
you
you.
know, and man, what you're saying, like you see how ghetto's stomach is so enlarged right now, and because of that, she got to go to the hospital every day, because that's the labor that is drastically filling every day, and it's producing fluid within her system. So they got to poke her every day to withdraw the dirty water that is pouring within her stomach. So every day she gotta go to the hospital so they can pour some fluid out of her body.
So much
So
pain.
that's how critical it is. I spoke with her this morning and she was getting ready again to go to the hospital. So like every day she gotta go to the hospital. Every day.
You know, I just want to like Andy Nelly said that we need to reach out to much people that we can reach to. The
Yeah,
brother, my cousin Cesar Guia. Cesar Guia is in Minneapolis there, and I don't know Elijah. You know
I
him.
know. Yeah,
Yeah. So please, he pretty much familiar with the Lofa group. So the Lofa group, man, the Lutheran group, the pastors, and let us reach out to our networks. Any help that we can reach out to. Um, this reminds me of the time the Reverend was in this such a condition, and we all tried to scramble around here. And I remember one of our pastors went to his job, and the job told him that right now we can't do anything because the person is not in the US. If the person was in the US, we can assure you that we will give him treatment. So please, if you can reach out to your, you have any connection, any network, from your job or anywhere, please can you just reach out so that we can help this sister. I mean, I really, I'm looking on the screen right now, but I'm really, really hurt looking at this picture. I'll be honest with you. I know, says Alex, it's difficult, it's difficult to look at this picture, but it's just hard. It's really, really hard. I know what it means, that brother. I know what it means to be in a hospital. I know what
oh,
it
yeah.
means to be in a hospital. I will just give this testimony quickly. In 2019, I took sick. And peace be unto his soul, my uncle Clarence Momolu. He was scheduled to travel, but he left from New Jersey. He came, he sat by my bedside. He encouraged me. And the same thing too, the doctor told me that, oh, we did a scan and there's a little fluid around your appendix and everything. It's on 2% chance cancer. But I was not moved by that. I just had my faith in God. After a certain time, they said, oh, we got to transfer you to John Hopkins B Hospital. They transferred me to John Hopkins B Hospital. It was not just a transfer. They transferred me. I was on the cancer unit. And I was on that. I really did not even know. Thanks to Reverend Allison, thanks to Reverend Goba, and all those who call me every time. Sometimes Reverend Allison will be on the phone with me for 30 minutes to an hour. And he would just encourage me and say, get up and walk around, keep walking. And I would keep walking around. Reverend Goba would come, he would sit by my bedside after work. Or even during work time, he would just come and sit by my bedside. But as God would have it, everything was done. They checked everything. A specialist came from Houston. They did all of the tests they could do. At the end of the day, they told me, say, listen, it's nothing major wrong with you. So go. The fluid had already been drawn out. So what we're gonna do, we'll do a surgery on you. In 2020, I was scheduled for the surgery. I thought he hit the COVID. The doctor that should have done the surgery, he called me and said, hey man, look, listen, man, looking at your entire record and everything, you're a young man. Are you having any pain, anything? I said no. He said, man, I don't think really, unless if you want for us to do the surgery, but I don't think it's necessary for us to do surgery, man. The thing is just a scar now, whoever drew the fluid out. So I say anything you say, you know. So and since then, so what I've found out is that, that if I don't drink a lot, in 2015 I had an episode of kidney stone. So when a kidney stone was traveling down the bladder, it caused trauma. So if I don't drink a lot, then it would just that site would just have a reaction. That's all was happening to me. They had to put me on cancer unit and do everything. But I'm just saying that as a testimony to testify to the goodness of God. If God wasn't on my side, if I did not have insurance and everything, where would I have been at this time?
Yeah.
So this is for our sister. I put myself in the shoe of our sister standing right here. So please, man,
Yeah.
folks, I know it's difficult. If it's I mean, we are not showing off anything here, but it is $20, it's $5, it's $15. People, please, man, let us contribute something. There's an organization that does not even know Gateway, but the organization can say we have 5,000 sitting right here. Any amount that you contribute. I think by now we should be chipping in the $5, $10, and $20 and the $25. Let us chip it in so that we will get this additional 5,000.
Yeah.
Our sister,
Whether you're working something or when it comes to the testimony.
I'm
If
telling you, sister, I know that.
I will sit here, you talk about ghetto. I was in Liberia when the doctor gave me 30 minutes to live. 30 minutes. 30 minutes to live. In Liberia, where there is no hospital, you have a surgery to do in 30 minutes. And I don't have a car. I just went to visit, and then I can go in details. And then from there, my friend had to take a wedding band and pawn it for $50 US to put me on a motorbike from Goodwill Clinic Fiamma to JFK. And when I got to JFK, Dr. Jala said she was not the next doctor on shift. She had just gotten through the next doctor. I should wait for Dr. Moses from Phoebe. And Dr. Moses' shift had not come. And I had 30 minutes. All I think I'm telling 30 minutes been depleted. And then finally, a doctor called Dr. Koma Kim. He said, I would do this. He said, I would do the surgery. And Dr. Koma did the surgery. When they went for my blood, it was missing. They had to do filtering to do my surgery. I think you know what that means. That means the blood that coming from all the filtering and doing the surgery back with you. And that's how today I'm here. At the time, my son was like, what? 10, 7, 8 years old. So then imagine. So what I'm saying to give it, but there's nothing God can do. But God wants us to play our part. That's why He said we are His workmanship. We are to do the part that's expected unto us. When God comes before us in His entirety as God, none of us will sit there. They will all play with Him. The book of Exodus will tell our Moses. So the little you can do, God will provide. God has used you to provide. What difference it make? You got it, that $5, that $10, you can contribute it, but you say no because they say she's in America. I urge all of us, you never know. Don't be like some people that got money and they can't touch it.
Yeah.
Why you can pick your food,
Absolutely.
That's true, sis, I mean, that's really true. When people are healthy and walking around, you don't know that these things are happening. And that's my parent name, our liar. Our liar, if I'm gonna call it. When it does not happen to you, you don't know that it really hurts until it happened to you. Then you understand the true meaning of what a person is going through. Somebody losing their health, somebody is dying, somebody is struggling. And this is not a situation to play around. This is a situation to pay every attention we need to pay to it, and go about helping in whatever ways we can in our network. So you might not have the money to contribute right now, but you might know somebody somewhere that you can reach out to and say, "This is a situation. Can you help?" And I'm telling you, by doing that, we are connecting, we are growing the network. And before you make up your mind, you will find out that we might have a miracle happening for our sister. We can pray, but faith without action is dead. So we can pray and pray and pray and sit down, we don't do anything. Our faith is dead, but we have to accompany our praying, our prayer by actions. And that action today and tonight and this afternoon, people in Liberia, people in America, listening to us is by clicking the link, is by getting on the Cash App. Whatever, little is much that everybody's saying, little is much when God is in it. You don't have to have $1,000 to contribute. You can contribute whatever little amount, and that will help us. We are appealing to everybody listening to us tonight. Do whatever you can do. Share the payment information with your network. Ask people to help, because this is a life-saving situation. We don't want to go stand somewhere to pay tribute to somebody who had died. We want to raise money for somebody who's still living. And if we cannot save them, God in heaven will understand that we try our best. And that's the reason why we are sitting here tonight and just asking everybody, do something. Please, let's help our sister. Because if we don't, we will be guilty in our hearts. Our conscience would not serve us right. If we went to her funeral service and said, oh, I saw people asking to make contribution here, I did not do it. Or if I had known, I would have done this. If I had known, we don't want to find ourselves in that situation. Please, everybody, listening to us, share this video, share the video, share the payment information, encourage other Lutherans who are not watching, share it with them. Call people attention to this. But this is an emergency for every one of us. Let's do something.
Yeah,
All right,
absolutely.
my
Yeah, go
small
ahead.
brothers
Yeah,
and small sister, follow me to leave
yeah.
this very important fundraising. But before I leave, let me add my voice to all of you who are undertaking this great task to save our sister from death. I want to emphasize this is not because she's in America,
Right.
or it's not because we are in America, we should take care of that responsibility. I want to thank those back home who have joined hands with us as well.
No.
Because we all keep saying, this is Kuku Jumuku.
Mm-hmm.
One of my auntie former always said, call America America. So let's continue to do the best we can. Elijah and Wady reached out to her caregiver, gave my information to them to contact me. Let's do the medical appeal. If she wants me to reach out to her 16-year-old school, uh, we all know the regulation. If I'm not on the what is it called?
The
The legal
power of
document
attorney.
at the school,
Power of attorney.
not power of attorney, not the legal document at the school that the kid goes, so they will not be able to
Oh,
talk to me.
yeah, that's true. Yeah.
But if that's something they want me to be included, just to share my expertise and work with them to find resources for them, I'm willing to do everything it would take. Lastly, I don't want anybody to feel like, oh, if you guys are doing it for Sister Gato, what about the other people in Liberia who are in the same situation? The need both here and back home is really huge.
Mm-hmm.
So we are not turning our back on other people. Please,
Yeah, that's true.
it's we are doing this for Gator, and we have done it for other people in the past, and we will continue to do this. So let's not please get this thing in our mind. What about the other person who was sick the other time? What about the other person who was dying? Let's erase that from our mindset. Thanks to you, small sister May, Elijah, Willie, everybody. God bless all of you. Let's keep doing what we can to help our fellow Lutherans, our fellow Liberians, and just our fellow men. Lastly, I know some of you are not members of UPCAA, but I'm glad to report I was part of the meeting this morning, and Dr. Riggs really acknowledged the impact that UPCAA has done in to Phoebe Hospital, to Banga, or Total Sense Fire Tank. It was She said that UPCAA has donated the highest amount of all other organizations that have reached out, including everything that they had on their list that they needed for the victim. UPCAA was the one. So I'm not running campaign here, but if you are from Bon County and you are not part of UPCAA, these are the situations that make us to come together and help our people. So thank you guys so much. God bless you. Enjoy your weekend. I'll be waiting for a call from you or waiting to see how best I can help the family with some resources. God bless you. Bye bye.
Thank you, Sis Nadia. I will reach out
Thank
to
you so
you.
much. Yeah, Elijah will be calling you later. Thank you all so much. Thank you. Thank you very much. Yeah. So there you have it, folks. If you are just joining us, Sis Margaret, we want to say thank you for joining us Sis Colowida, Colowida, want to say thank you. Sis Daddy Harris, Uncle Zazie Robert, want to say thank you. Sis Tati Colley, want to say thank you so much. Brother Yapa, Yankwe Fokwa, Sis Bolu Sumo, uh, and just Sis Benu McKay, Brother Roger Camon, and Brother Jeremiah Bovo. Jeremiah Bovo is there in Lofa County. Sis Marilyn, we want to say thank you. Thank you to everybody, and those who have already made their contribution, those who are thinking on making contribution, and those who have already made contribution and they will be adding up their contribution. We want to say thank you all so much. This is something that again it's not that we are showing off, but this is something that just someone has to start. It has to start from somewhere. Like Sis Alice reached out yesterday, and I believe in a saying that the journey of the 1,000 miles begins with the first step. So we have to start from somewhere. Going to the CEO of Spoon Network, going to what it's called, Focus on Liberia, going to just everyone, and I know pretty much that brother Leo Nipolu Johnson. I know he's he's either watching or so, but we'll reach out to him as well. Just everyone, we'll reach out to everyone. Brother Vesely Yakwazo, I want to say thank you so much. He acknowledged and told me that he and his family will be reaching out in a significant way. Reverend Yakwazo, I want to say thank you again so much. Reverend Zesto Yakwazo, Brother Kamon, and just everybody. We cannot name everyone. And then Nelly, want to say thank you so much. And then Neso, I want to thank you. Just thank you to everybody. Please let us make our contribution. The little contribution that we can make will go a far way. This sister has to go to the hospital every day. You guys will not just imagine. It's not free. I can tell you what, some people have been put out of the hospital because they ain't got insurance, or their insurance just tell them that the insurance denied them now. Say, listen, these are the crossroad, and they have to put these people out of the hospital. It happens here. This is America. America will come there and show your face to you. You see it, you say, oh yeah, it's a white man country, it's a black man country. The people that are eating hamburger. No. Not only hamburger, but sometimes comes here. Now pepper burger, sometimes you will not even find it to eat. So please let us help our sister out. It is not because we are in America, like Internet was saying. It's not because we find ourselves in America. It can be challenging here as well. But I just we just came out to just raise the call for an appeal from everyone. Please let us make our contribution. And if you are not ready, like we say, if you are not ready at the time, if you're not ready at this time to make your contribution, the information is out there. And from what I read, and I'm going to share the information here with us. I think it's on our page, but I'm going to share the information here with us. From what I read, it says that Sis Kedo, it said within 90 days. So it does not only mean that even like she got 90 days. It says within 90 days. We know that God is able. We know that God is able. God is able to do. Yes. I just want to share this right here. It says that Sis Kedo Sharif is a single mother facing an urgent need for a liver transplant due to decompensated cirrhosis and liver failure, despite having a med score of 30, meaning that she cannot afford it. She got a med score of 30. She cannot apply for medical assistance. Without a life-saving treatment, there is a 27% to 32% chance of death within 90 days. So it means that as we speak, but we know that our God is able. We're just doing what we can do.
God is going to be there. God's going to intervene.
Yeah. Some people have been giving, like our sister said, some people have been giving 30 minutes. Some people have been giving 1 hour, but they're still with us today. We just got to do the part that we can do, and God will do the rest. And it says she is currently experiencing complications such as insights, cautions, pain, confusion, and discomfort. Absolutely, you're going to experience all of
That's
those.
the liver
Unfortunately,
nature part of the
yeah.
body. So when the
Hmm.
if you deal with that, there's an
Hmm.
upset in your entire body. So
Yeah.
everything, the balance will not. Oh my God.
It says, unfortunately, she's not qualified for Medicaid. Medicaid, I would say, is probably like the one of the easiest that you can qualify for, but they say she's not qualified. I was even trying to find out if she could even qualify for Obamacare, but she does not meet the criteria to qualify for Obamacare. It's the Affordable Care Act, but it just named Obamacare. She's not even qualified for Obamacare. Not to mention Medicaid, you know. And it says making it a challenge, making it challenging to access medical care. I mean, the story is out there, folks. The story is out there, and it's very sad. Very sad that we will, you know, look at our sister at this point and at this time. Our sister is that's the situation that our sister, we all, not our sister alone, but that's the situation that we all find ourselves in right now for our sister. You know. Uh, Okay, thank you so much, sis Yasa Small. Say, Elijah will be calling you afterward. Yes, thank you so much, sis Yasa. Yeah, please call Elijah and he will give you more information. Thank you so much, sis Yasa. Thank you. Call Elijah. Elijah will give you more information on that. Um, sis Benu Make want to say thank you so much. I know all of you, everyone have been troubled by this since yesterday. Everyone have been troubled. Some of us will just see posts and we just swap on it. Sometimes posts will go, posts will go in some of the group chats. Since Ali left for me, sometimes some posts I will just kind of swap on it. Sometimes there will be posts in group chat. I will it, but it just flashed out yesterday. I just saw something Elijah. Anyway, I just kind of just pick on about, you know, just looking at her picture, you know, and then I will move to look at the link. Usually I don't click on links like that. So I will move to click on the link. And when I click the link and I read the story, it's really, really touching. You know,
I mean, because people send a lot of things to my inbox, so I really don't go there for it.
that's
And
true.
when
Absolutely.
yeah, a lot of things, especially when they know you, they send a lot of the time. I don't
Oh
even.
yeah.
So when I saw Elijah said you need to pray, or
Hmm.
we have to pray for our sister Gero. I'm like,
Hmm.
Elijah, no, let me go see who is. And when I went and saw, I said, no, this can't be. Then I didn't even look. I didn't even when I saw the name. I didn't look at the picture because had I not read the name, I wouldn't even know who she was. So when he called me, I said no. Then I went to her Facebook page, and then her picture popped. Or then I compared the two pictures. I said no. That means it's actually an emergency because this is Gator. This is not a
Hmm.
Gator man. This is another thing. I said
Yeah.
I just got broken yesterday. I'll be like, gee, yeah.
And I just want to say this that like speaking of Sis Yasa's, Sis Yasa's comment, she said we started this few months ago, but then it was serious. And this is one thing too. I want to encourage every one of us. Let us try to be a part of an association here,
Networking is for short. It's good to
networking.
network.
Yes, because here
Good
we
to
are today.
network.
If this information had come up from the very beginning, from a long time ago,
Yeah,
we would
man.
have tried to call people and just call around. We're going to keep knocking on doors, like the Bible said we should knock, and the door will be open. One door will open. We will knock some door, but one door will be open. Look at right now, like Antonelli came up and she said that, with her expertise, your social worker, they may not have the fund to give, but they know networks, they know where to go and check to some other places, and and
Yeah,
and
and
um yeah.
sorry guys, I
Hmm.
received a call just now when we were on. There's
Hmm.
another social worker who called in from Minnesota,
Hmm.
and she said that there's a resource that she can direct us to.
Okay.
After this call, I will be getting in contact with her.
Good.
There's a place where we can connect Gedwood with them,
Okay.
and
Mhm.
they help a lot of immigrants who are not properly
Oh, thank
documented,
you.
well, who does not have like health insurance and stuff like that.
Hmm.
So I will be calling her after this meeting, and then we will see how best we can utilize these resources that people are giving out to us. So
I
I
have,
think God is doing something, and let's keep doing what we're doing.
I
Yeah.
have a friend and
Yeah.
sister in North Dakota, Town to be exact.
Hmm.
After here, there's just a lot of things we can say on the page here because ghetto situation
Uh,
is
si-
complicated.
mhm.
Lot of complication talking about like you regularly say having legal documents, all of these insurance issues, it just boils down to that because once you have all of that, it will be, but thank God, like you said, this is what we're talking about, networking. And I want to say this, we're talking about ghetto, but let me just tell other people out there, you don't have to reach for the situation to get to this level before you find your friend.
Yeah.
It don't have to get to this level. It's good to network. Let's forget about whether we come from the Lutheran church, whether we come from the Cali or wherever. I know we're using the Lutheran platform today, but even the Lutheran church knows that they raise us to go out there and make disciples. And there will be multiplicity of places we will go for this disciple making. So let network. Nobody
Yeah.
needed
Yes.
when they're
Absolutely.
it's urgent. And when it's urgent, something like just limited things you can do. You
Yeah.
guys come a long way. None of us
Hmm.
here, all of us, we were not like this. None of I
Yeah.
want to say when we came out of this ecclesiastic, we were not like this. We didn't even
Hmm.
know our path was going to cross. When you
Yeah.
go back down the line, nobody would have ever taken for someone else to be serious, God play for that us. But life has a way of bringing us together for us to meet at a point. Let us not wait and get worse and we start doing ASAP or ASAP before. Sometimes people are not calling you because they want it for you. Just a check in. Share with somebody. I know everybody will not understand it, but somebody will know what it means because they have been there before. One person will grab the concept and see what they can do. That yes, I'm talking about the started ever since me, I just got to know yesterday. If
Yeah.
Elijah
Absolutely.
had
Me,
not
I just
told me,
got to know yesterday too.
if Elijah had not told
Uh,
me, I wouldn't know. I would never have
uh,
known.
say
And it's
yes,
so
sir.
hard,
The
so
number is
heavy
not
that they
down
have
the
to.
street.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yes, sir.
Yeah.
If you
Says
want
yes.
to
Yeah. I'm in touch with her. Elijah, I'm in touch
know.
with her. Yeah. She will be joining us very shortly. She'll be coming on very shortly.
Yeah.
So yeah.
Okay.
Hmm.
So we can't let ghetto situation be the last for us to be doing ASAP.
Hmm.
Somewhere you think you need help. No man is an island. The Bible will preach. Jesus and Jesus was here to do it alone. He should not have gone to that river to find disciple there.
Hmm.
He would have gone to a power Joseph to pick people from there. But he went to different people, to different tribes, because all of us have an ability that we can bring together to make an impact.
Hmm.
My people, don't reach to the SOS level before you reach out to your friends. Even if
That's
the
true.
person are janitor somewhere, they able to tell you, say, can I be cleaning the place that you will feed your friend? We know for
Hmm.
the short time some of us are staying in this country. We know people where you don't have to have document, but you know somebody that will start the process. You will get to that legal part. But you sitting on Prague, guy, you sitting on, then you reach. I'm not saying ghetto, but I'm just saying a warning out there. Let ghetto situation be the last one, my people. Nobody want to contribute to RRP. No RRP here. We
No,
want to
by God's
celebrate,
grace.
testify. There
By
will be
God's
no
grace. Yeah.
RRP. Let's put our
Amen.
little faith plus the work together and do it. It really break my
Yeah.
heart that you gotta look at somebody that is this beautiful to I'm happy, but I swear, man.
It's okay. It's okay, says Alice. Yeah, it's okay. And listen, says Alice. This is what we need to do. And I know it is heartbreaking, but let me tell you something. I want to encourage you that God hands are not short to bless
Yep.
to to bless our sister. Okay, and I just want
Sure.
to
Sure.
encourage every one of us. I want to encourage every one of us that with what we are doing, what we are charged to do, that God asks us the responsibility to be our brother's keeper. There's the reason
Yeah.
why someone is calling Elijah at this time. Elijah just got to know yesterday. And someone is calling Elijah at this time so she will seek help at a social worker place in Minnesota. And then this sister, she has her aunt in Nebraska by the name of Nellie Bien Olagbe, a professional social worker, is going to join this process too. So now
Yep.
God is lifting up army to help our sister. So I know
Yep.
it is starting at this time, but God is going to do what He said He's going to do. But all we can do
Yep.
is that just to help in the process. Just to
Yeah.
help in the process. I mean, I'm very much moved by the fact that people are calling at this time. We are being directed to other places. You know, people are. I mean, I'm so moved. that people are directing us to other places that our sister can seek help. And to the management and staff of this Lend a Hand organization, I want to say thank you. We want to say thank you on behalf of our sister. We want to say thank you. You don't know how much this means to us.
So
You
much.
know, I know you've helped other families before, but we want to say thank you in a special way that this help can be given to our sister, and even the medical staff at whatever area she go to seek her medical service at the Mario, the Mayo Clinic, right? We want to thank there's a specialized area. You know, you're talking about hospitals in this country. You know, at first when I heard the name Mayo Clinic, it kind of, I was still in my Liberian mood, clinic in Liberia. But here, when you hear clinic, you're talking about an advanced area. Yeah, it's a
Right.
specialized area. So I want to welcome our sister Yasa. You know, we'll be wrapping up very shortly, but we want to welcome our sister Yasa. Yasa, what's your contribution? I want to say thank you for joining us.
Oh, good evening, everybody.
Good evening. Good evening.
I'm sorry I kind of low because I'm at work,
Go ahead.
but we want to tell God thank you that, we started this. We didn't know it was Sis Xavier Walker Pratt that informed a few of us in the choir few months ago, and we just thought it was just something, that anybody could reach through hardship. But I was so disturbed yesterday when I saw Gabriel's picture.
Mhm,
So we're gonna go back. I know a lot of activities today, but we're gonna go back as the leaders, of the choir.
mhm,
Elijah, thank you. Everybody, thank you for just putting this out.
mhm.
But we're gonna work together as a team to see how best we can help our sister.
Thank you.
And I want to tell Kavia, thank you, Kavia Walker,
Yeah.
because she been in touch with Gabriel directly,
Mhm,
you know.
Yeah.
But most time people don't go into detail when people going through stuff. And we
mhm,
need to adapt the American system.
mhm,
American people speak out what they're going through.
mhm, mhm,
It's no secret. When you sick, you sick. So even with praying, but we gotta do the medical. So we're gonna just pray for God's divine intervention. You know, how far this situation has reached. We know God is able. So I just want to say thank you to everybody. I will call you Elijah after work, and then I will call this younger, who is the head for the Lutheran choir in America, and then we will all just spread the news and work together as a team. I can send you Stanton Weather phone number, and you can just text him. Most time you call him, it will go straight to voicemail, but when you text him, he might pick up, and respond to your text. So thank
Okay.
you. Yeah. When
Yeah.
I get off, I will call you. I will call you, Elijah, and we'll pick it up from there. But thank
All
you
right.
so
Thank you,
much
sis. Yes, sir.
for
Yeah.
stepping
Thank you,
in.
Stacey.
Thank
Yeah.
you. And sis, yes, sir, if you hold on just a little bit, speaking of
Hmm.
sis Kavi, I have sis Kavi on the phone here with me, sis Kavi Walker.
Okay.
Yeah, she
Yeah.
was yeah, sis Kavi, she was just throwing light and appreciating you, for all of what you've been doing for our sister. So if you can just throw a little, comment on what have been some of the things done in the background, and
Uh,
what the situation is.
actually, we're not gonna go in. We
No, no,
don't
no.
want
She's
to
not going to
go.
go in detail, but she's just going to speak
Yeah.
just a little bit. Just give
Yeah.
a little
Okay.
something surrounding the
Okay.
entire
Okay.
situation. Go
Yeah.
ahead, Sis Kavi.
Okay.
Good afternoon, everyone.
Good afternoon.
Yeah.
Yeah, go after the sister.
Yeah, I just want to say thanks to you guys for coming in at this time when our sister needs us the most.
Yeah.
So, due to confidentiality, I would just say
Mm-hmm.
my family and I have been supportive when it
Mm-hmm.
comes to Giro and her kids
Mm-hmm.
behind the scene, and it got to the point where we couldn't keep it any longer. So we all decided that it was best to have our community being a part of this life-saving mission. for one of our own.
Mhm.
So I'm just grateful that everyone in their own ways now are coming in the picture so that we can save our sister's life.
That's true.
Thanks to Elijah and also you who have allowed it to go on the various platforms.
Yes,
As I share this information,
Mhm.
I wanted the requisite hands for each of our departments to be the one putting them on most of our platforms
Yeah.
to make it have its own weight.
Right.
So I'll just say thank you guys for helping our sister. And I know whatever we are all getting into, God will work through us in the ways that He's already working for our sister. And we're going to have a testimony at the end of everything. So
Amen.
thanks for everyone's involvement. And I pray that as soon as we can, the best it will be in her interest. So
Amen.
thanks again.
Thank you. Thank you so much, sister.
Yeah, I'll be reaching out to you.
Thank you.
I'll be reaching out to you as well, Sis Kavio, so we can talk some other things. What the social worker that just called me from Minnesota said to me. So I'll be reaching out.
Yeah.
Brother Kobe, can I say something?
Yeah, go ahead. Go ahead, sis. Yes, sir. Go ahead.
Okay, I just want to say this. We all know our base church
Mm-hmm.
is Lutheran Church.
Mm-hmm.
As we travel, some of us affiliating ourselves with different churches.
Mm-hmm.
But it's still important that we keep that connection.
Mm-hmm.
I'm a pastor in a dollar whole setting, but
Mm-hmm.
I stay connected to the Lutheran connection because
Mm-hmm.
it's very important.
Right.
People don't know your background, they just see you as you are now.
Mm-hmm.
But who are those that you grew up with? You
Right.
sang with, you fellowship with from the youth, from the Sunday school.
Mm-hmm.
Please, if you're listening to this podcast,
Mm-hmm.
please get connected to the Lutheran connection.
Mm-hmm.
The Lutheran connection is in so many ways. You can get to the choir, you can get to Aliyah, whatever means, but be connected some
Thank
way,
you.
somehow. Because
All right.
we can't figure out everybody to know where you are. But when you're in a group that everybody is there, is better for us. Thank
Yes.
you and have
Thank
a
you.
blessed evening.
Thank you. Thank you so much. Yes, sir.
Thanks,
Yeah, and you're
sister.
welcome anytime, sis. Yes, sir. You're welcome anytime to join us. And every Sunday we discuss other issues pertaining to our church and just anything surrounding our community as Lutherans. And I mean it's not I too I worship with a community, congregation, but still maintain, my Lutheranism, and I go to
Of
Lutheran
course.
congregations as well. So, like you say, it's very important. It's very, very important that we need to,
We
keep
just saw the
connected.
choir reunion we had. It brought so
Yeah,
much
exactly.
togetherness and
Right.
it's very important.
Absolutely.
Thank
Absolutely.
you. May good seeing you.
Yeah.
I ain't seen you long time.
I know. Yeah, that's me. That's our St. Peter's
She been
Lutheran
having
Day.
herself.
We
And
brought her out.
Elijah,
Yeah,
I'll
man.
call you. Yeah, I'll call you.
All right.
I'll call
Okay,
you.
Nick, we'll
I
talk to you
gotta
later.
go.
That's it.
Y'all have a
All
blessed
right.
day. Bye.
Just so you know, I
All
All
right.
right.
also send the
So
information
wait.
to Dede.
Uh-huh.
Since she is
Uh-huh.
this network of benevolence,
Okay.
I did not want to be the one posting any information. So the
Okay.
information is already with the benevolence group,
Yep.
and hopefully we'll be seeing it on the platform
Mhm.
as well.
Yeah. Remy Amadou Salif is also aware. Remy Amadou Salif.
Yeah, I've already shared it on
Call,
the Martin
call
Luther
me.
page
Okay.
because Kyoto had already been accepted as Martin Luther chorister in the diaspora, but then it just happened just within that time she fell
Mhm.
sick.
Yeah,
So she had been like watching but not very active with us. But
that's true.
she's also on our chat line. Oh, thank you.
Thank you so much. Thank you. So, folks, we will be wrapping up. Sis Alice, you can go ahead and say ladies first. You can go ahead and followed by our brother, and then this is just the beginning for me. Anyway, go ahead, Sis Alice. Go ahead and make your closing comment.
Well, I just want to say thank you to all of you. And like I always say to people, and I tell my team all the time, I say the word of God is not denominationally restricted.
Mm-hmm.
It is not.
Mm-hmm.
Jesus did not stop. He said, we are neither Jew nor Gentile. I agree, we have to be part of people of like mind. For once
Mhm,
it's about Christ, our like mindedness is our belief in God.
mhm,
So
mhm,
once it has to do with God, for me and him, we're there. I
mhm.
tell people I pass that stage where I feel I believe in the blood. I have wings out fast.
Yeah.
So whenever I have to do help, I'm
Mhm,
available. That's
mhm,
what I was so glad when Elijah reached to me. It was in less than 2 minutes of the time before you go to the chat. I started writing more than him as to what should we do? Because that's me. I believe in making it to work, not the talking. I tell people talking too much. We talk too much in our lives. It's time to
mhm,
see people happy. That
mhm,
there are other people started and you brought it this level. It's not about trophy who started first, about who can make it happy and who should benefit. So
mhm,
everybody out there is also to all of us. Let's get around Ghetto. Today is Ghetto, tomorrow it could be me. It could
mhm,
be Willie, it could be
mhm,
Elijah. It could be
mhm.
anybody.
Nelly. Yeah.
The work
Mhm,
of God must go on. So let's help. Because helping today is a deposit for you tomorrow. You may not need it in finances. You may need it in connection. And that could be done to
mhm,
you. What you gave today could not come as you gave it, but it will come when you need it. I want to say thank you again to both of you for at least listening for us to just run like this. I appreciate it so much. It shows the son of team and the power in teamwork. Thank you so much. Have a blessed day. We'll talk to Ghetto here
Thank,
after.
yes, thank you, thank you,
I'll also
Rosina.
do my page and use the
Yep.
same cap app. But
Yes, yes.
okay. Have a pleasant season. See you
Thank you
guys.
so much, Tiffany. I love your energy and I love the spirit you brought to the whole thing. And we're gonna keep working until we can see the end of this situation. This is just the beginning of the work that we have ahead of us. My brother Winnie, I can't thank you enough for taking care of a lot of the technology behind what we're doing right now. Uh, I just appreciate you for doing that. And what I want to say to everybody listening is that this is the beginning of this fundraiser. That you already have the cash app information, you have the Zelle information, you got the mobile money number. Just make sure you notify us when you make a contribution after the show, so that we can be able to track that contribution that you are making. But we thank all of you for watching with us tonight, and we're gonna be reaching out in our various networks to make sure that we can get the help our sister need to get her into the hospital to get her treatment. And we know that God going to be with us in what we are doing. And thank you for joining us tonight.
Thank you so much, Brother Tina. And I want to say thank you to all of the folks that follow us and all of the folks that making a contribution here in the United States and there in Liberia. We want to say thank you so much, every part of the world. We want to say thank you to the social worker who called in. We want to say thank you so much. We are going to be reaching out to you, to our sister Yama, who will be reaching out with that contact information. Initially, we just want to thank God for the opportunity, and we pray that God will, pray that God will touch the heart of the Spoon Network to see fit to amplify our call, our SOS call for our sister. And what's our contribution that he can make as an individual, towards the medical assistance for our sister. And to our mother, Auntie Nelly Bean, want to say thank you so much. Thank you so much for that intervention. And Brother Zina will also be reaching out to you. Again, to everyone, this is just the beginning. Okay, this is the beginning. The journey of the 1,000 miles begins with the first step. This is just the beginning. This organization, Learning a Hand, does not know our sister from anywhere. But by the grace of God, this organization has stepped in and said that if we should contribute any amount, they will contribute 20%. So please let us make our contribution. You may say, I don't have $50, but you have $10, you have $5, you even have $20. Just make your contribution, and God will richly bless you. And to our sister Gabriel, we want to say, let us keep the faith. Some of us were on our bed, they diagnosed or so many things. Like our sister Alice said, she was given 30 minutes to be on earth here with us, but she has spent more than billions of minutes on this earth here with us. So let us keep the faith. We know that God above will continue to bless us. Again, tomorrow we'll be here with you and we'll be going through our regular program. That is the MLC.
Sunday.
Again,
Sunday.
Today's Saturday.
Today.
Sunday. Yeah, tomorrow Sunday. That's what,
yeah, that's true.
Yeah, tomorrow Sunday. I said tomorrow will be here with you.
I thought today was Friday, though.
No, today is Sunday, brother. Okay, folks. Until then, I want to say thank you.